makes money when breastfeeding goes really well? Not a single damn person. Who wants that? Everything's about money. This is the exact reason why it is so hard for you to get really good lactation support, even from the lactation community. Yeah, I said it. And it's not going to be a popular opinion. Let me tell you, because I'm one of them, but trying to be better. There are hundreds of people who profit when your breastfeeding doesn't go well, and they want it to stay like that. Think about it. Especially in the US, you suffer that things are not given as much as the healthcare system here in Canada. But when you don't breastfeed at all, we already know that your formula companies are going to be making big bucks. Cha-ching! Then you have the bottle companies, and they help you be deathly afraid and fear colic about swallowing air because it's going to cause gas. So we have specifically designed bottles that are anti-colic, which means more money. Cha-ching! But I won't even tell you that gas is made by digesting milk and not swallowing air. But then there is pumping. For one, this is amazing as it's 5 times harder and much more work and effort on a breastfeeding mother. So great job, but let me tell you that the maternity market craves you buying into that because there are breast pump companies, that there are bottle companies, then there's the topic of flange sizes. Should we talk about the different baby feeding products and mom feeding support products that come from these different companies? I'm getting that this is a hot take, and that if you're watching this, you're probably like, she's off her rockers. But I'm coming to you trying to explain just a little bit about what is going through my head when I see this all the time. Just a few at the top of my head are places like Mama Freedom, Free to Baby is huge, and For Moms. The list is endless. And I want to put this disclaimer out there because I'm not trying to come here forgetting anyone, but they are not bad, and there are not useless problems. But what if baby's gassy? Don't worry, we have tubes that you can stick up their bum, and then if they are gassy because of feeding or they're not pooping every single day, you should go see a chiropractor to get them adjusted. But let me tell you this, and I'm coming from a really good place, I hope you know, that since the beginning of our times, like way long ago, wherever you believe, our ancestors have fed human milk to babies, and they can go days without pooping. Breastfeed babies don't get constipated. But it's all okay because we are fear-mongering you into purchasing our products, into services, so you spend more money and believe that having a baby is so expensive. So that way you can quit with just 1 or 2 and call it there. But no one cares to do breastfeeding education, because no one profits off you having one class and knowing things ahead of time. That's why you don't invest in it. How many mothers are out there, especially yourself, that have actually went and looked into a breastfeeding education class? That's why no hospital is really going to help, or a pediatric clinic. Even the big organizations we've created to help you give evidence on the supportive messaging of breastfeeding. Some lactation consultants are wrapped up in all of these different complicated breastfeeding, kind of items. And parents, maybe even yourself, you're scared to get a tongue tie or lip check tie diagnosis because you're scared of what comes next. So you don't ask for help. Guys, breastfeeding has happened since the beginning of time. It always hasn't been this complicated. We've removed simple out of the equation. Common sense basics are relaxed positioning and responsive feeding, i.e. the hunger cues. And evidence shows that, guess what? It works from the get-go. We need to go back to teaching simple. Feeding through simple pumping and bottle feeding for those who are working mothers in the modern family. And there's nothing wrong with either of those options. But we can't say this because it's not profitable. And half of you won't believe what I am saying. But It's beneficial for the family. It's beneficial for the community. And honestly, it's also great for the world, since it means that we're having less waste, more connection, and better nutrition for an ultimate lifelong health. So my question for you is, are you going to be a part of the problem or be part of the solution? If you're looking for more support that teaches you the easy ways of breastfeeding, and I'm not trying to upsell you past a class or anything like that, make sure to check out my website where new breastfeeding support options are available to you from an educator's point of view. Peace.